Day one of Sinister Creature Con. We're ready. We're excited for everything that may lay ahead on this road of horrific networks, pun intended, that we're about to scout out. We're going to be trying to Instagram story throughout this episode, so I hope by the time you hear this episode you've enjoyed that this weekend. But here's the thing, service in the building is very bad, so we may not be able to Instagram story, but that's why we brought the boom mic. Very much Andrew Kane in spirit with us with this boom mic that has seen some shit with Kane as we've progressed to iPhone audio recording. But this one is like the Millennium Falcon for the Horrific Network. It's still our...
That's right, I even took it on a hunt trip.
Yeah, it's been through some shit. So we're out in the parking lot. Today is the day. I feel like this is our pregame a la WrestleMania when they come on the WWE Network 5 hours early and they just fucking talk about the same thing over and over again.
We're going to show you stuff that we're going to build up on, and then during the actual show, you'll see it again.
It's going to be disappointing. Charlie walking Kane Otter down a hallway.
We'll try to get that on Instagram story.
The day is here. Like, posters have been made, shirts have been made, shit has been talked, like, and it's finally here. Sinister Creature Con Saturday. Tomorrow's kind of like the fallout. Tomorrow's like the Raw after WrestleMania. That's what I just came to the realization. Today is WrestleMania. Tomorrow's the Raw after WrestleMania. Some crazy shit still may happen tomorrow. Not going to be as crazy as today.
No.
Anyway, all that aside, John, who are you most excited to meet?
Kane Hodder.
Yeah, see, it's so nice to have everyone starting to come on board after sticking up for this motherfucker for like a year and a half. Mm-hmm. Now here we are. Kane Hodder's here. I brought a mask for him to sign. What are you having him sign?
I got a pop that actually had Steve Dash signed. So I'm going to have him sign that as well.
I will always be fucking kicking myself for not having Steve Dash sign anything.
He signed my pop for free too.
Yeah, but he grew up your mom, so that works.
That is true.
Nobody can say that.
But I have Ari Aster signed mask. Gonna have Kane sign it. Gonna have the Freddy versus Jason guy sign it
in October. Yeah.
I hope that CJ Graham eventually comes back so I can have him sign it.
See, and I have a signature from him, but yeah, I would like to get the pop signed by him as well.
By the way, Sinister Creature Con has took in Friday the 13th for me, put it ahead of Halloween.
Because of all the guests and everything?
Yeah. Emotional investment to the franchise.
Oh, I've always liked Friday the 13th more than Halloween.
They're way more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like, Michael Myers ain't going to space or Manhattan.
Charlie, where are you? Why aren't you here yet?
But it's like, I mean, they do like the kill count, and it's like Jason's kill count's like absurd compared to anyone else's. And,
it's true.
And
it's true.
They're just fun to watch. The Friday the 13th films are all fun to watch.
They are fun to watch.
I mean, Halloween, after you get past, 3 and you hit 4 and on, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, the whole Cult of Thorn thing.
Yeah.
That's a rough go of it. That was the one Michael Myers. Well, I've met 2 Michael Myers. Only paid for one to sign. I feel like the experience I gained with another one was more than enough than a signature. Mm-hmm. Like that'll be a story that I tell until the day I die. The Tyler Main story.
I got him to sign my Michael Myers pop.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did he charge you?
Yeah.
Just a look on your face like, yeah. Fucking cock.
No, I think I literally got one free signature last year, and it was Steve Dash.
Kane.
Which was cool, because he was like...
Will not be your one signature.
I know. Jeez, it's $50.
Yeah. I'm going all in. $50 for the photo autograph.
Yeah, me too.
We need to hit him up like immediately though.
Yeah, the line's gonna get crazy.
Yeah. Already, speaking of which, the highest pre-sale in Sinister Creature Con history.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Damn.
They have
Good for
broken.
them.
They have broken all pre-sale records. We're expecting a big crowd, and we're expecting big things from our friend Charlie Williams as he opens up the Sinister Creature Con entertainment venue at 1 o'clock. It's way too late because it gives me way too much time to.
You say it out loud when it's not even 7 o'clock yet. Oh, God.
Charlie's kicking it off with Joe Bob Briggs. Do you think
You mean Joe Bob Briggs is kicking it
Joe
off with
Bob
Charlie?
Briggs is kicking it off.
Do you think Charlie will be at full mast when he steps into that room?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the best part is Charlie, even though Charlie's doing the panel, Charlie's going to be like the biggest fan that just wants to hear him talk the whole time.
Well, that's the good thing is because Joe Bob Briggs can talk
Yeah.
for a very long time.
Like, what I'm hoping is that when Joe Bob Briggs goes on his rant, that Charlie doesn't just get lost and just feel like he's just there watching. And so, like, when he goes quiet, that he doesn't, like, just go, oh, shit, that's right, I gotta ask something. Like,
In other news, the bike riders and joggers of Sacramento out full force before it gets hot today.
Full on sleepaway camp status.
Like short shorts, no shirts on, like just fucking going for it. David Howard Thornton also today. Abby will interview Lena Quigley today. Curious to see how that one turns out. Jay's got the horror hosts and Sherilyn Finn, which I know he's super excited to talk to her from Twin Peaks. Tomorrow is like a triple header of that's what I'm saying. It very much is tomorrow the Raw after WrestleMania, because you still have Doug Bradley tomorrow.
yeah.
There's like your returning WrestleMania star farewell segment. Like after Batista does a shitty job fighting Triple H, but he still comes out and makes one more appearance. That has that feel to it, but better because he's Hellraiser. And he got out when the series was really done.
Yeah, I haven't watched the
Then you have
newer one.
you have Sleepaway Camp, and then you have John Kassir, who puts on like a one-man Broadway show. It's awesome. I love that. He literally just like, I asked him like 2 questions, and he just fucking talked the entire time, and did voices, and like it was like a one-man Broadway show. That sun is right in my fucking face right now.
It's like if you were to interview Jim Carrey.
Yeah, that's a good comparison actually. Because Kassir did stand-up comedy.
Yeah, so he can just go.
Yeah.
He knows how to just roll and keep a show going and talk.
Yep. So this microphone will be with us throughout the weekend. We'll give it to John and Ashley. They can record some shit. Talk to Charlie after his panel, because I'm going to be going right into my David Howard panel when Charlie is wrapping his Joe Bob panel. So you guys will actually go get Joe Bob, and you guys will get Terrifier.
Jesus Christ.
That's a big moment for Ashley. Getting to go get Art the Clown and escort him to the panel
Well,
room.
luckily he won't be dressed up apparently today.
And if he does show up dressed up, you better hand me that bottle.
See, I wish he was. That'd have been pretty rad. I wonder if it's like a premium to get them to do that.
Yeah.
Gang costume or something.
Jesus Christ.
But I mean, I don't know. Part of me would be like, it'd be cool seeing him in costume, but then at the same time, it's like with the character being so silent.
I wonder if there'll be a Art the Clown cosplayer.
There might be.
Always 3 or 4 fucking clowns here.
There's usually Twisty or Pennywise.
Yeah. I can tell you that there's a dude who posted it on the event page. He's coming as that dude from Hellfest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Gnarly.
That movie is so disappointing. I hate
Could have
it.
done more.
They could have done so much more.
Jimmy. It's just because it's going to leave it open for you to rewrite it.
Yeah,
It's going to be your film debut.
I just expect a movie about haunted houses to have a haunted house in them.
That's impartial.
Oh, the Gates of Hell. That they got Tony Todd to record like 5
Guess what,
lines of
though?
ADR for. Welcome to the Gates of Hell.
Right.
Guess what, though?
I'm Tony Todd.
Still less black walls than Halloween Horror Nights.
That is true. Here's the
Damn.
Here's a little thing. If you're not listening to Campfire Chronicles this season, shame on you, because there's some pretty
Funny
entertaining
shit.
episodes. But here's the reason why the Black Halls for Universal will be out in full force again this year. I can already guarantee you.
Oh, God.
Nintendo Land and the Secret Rites of Pets Dark
Secret
Ride.
Life of Pets.
Those two.
And they just finished up Jurassic World.
Did that open yet?
The fall. It's opening up
it
probably
was
in
supposed to-
October.
No, I thought it was supposed to open in June.
Nope.
No.
They delayed it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it.
So because
So
it'll
black walls
open.
and disappointment before you even get there, Jimmy. They're just fucking winning you over, aren't they?
Seriously.
I wonder if they'll have it
Hagrid's
open.
Motorbike Adventure, by the way. So I don't know if you saw any of those headlines yesterday. Galaxy's Edge reservation system with the reservation system. Longest line for the Falcon, 45 minutes.
Everybody was waiting 10 hours for Hagrid.
100 minutes.
Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure, fucking 10 hours.
And it was
10
probably,
hours for
and
that.
it was probably worth it.
Dude, from the ride-throughs that I've seen in that fucking ride, no.
Really?
I would have been mad.
Yeah,
Dude, it
but
looks
this
awesome.
coming from the person who eats, sleeps, and shit Star Wars, so I don't think anything.
I love Harry Potter too, but to ride a roller coaster,
You don't love Harry Potter the way that you love Star Wars.
okay. I don't. I'm pretty sure I could have a child and not love it the same way I love Star Wars, but
Damn!
Damn.
Don't tell your wife that.
yeah, she doesn't listen to these. But point being, it's a roller coaster. It's not a showroom roller coaster. It's not like a mummy roller coaster. It's a roller coaster
Yeah, with animatronics and all that.
for like 2 seconds. Did you watch the ride through?
Yeah.
No. Then you know.
I still think it looks better than the Millennium Falcon ride.
Damn. Them fighting words with Jimmy.
It's not though.
It looks like it.
Until you're in.
Dude, the Millennium Falcon ride is all Q line.
It's really not. Until when you get into the cockpit and you can literally flip every switch and push every button and it does something different. It's pretty fucking dope.
It's a video game.
Except the whole room moves as you do it. It's pretty dope. That's all I'm
I
gonna
mean, I
say.
could sit in a spinning tunnel and push buttons.
A spinning tunnel and push button? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you wouldn't get
It's
the same
technically
effect.
a room that moves with buttons.
I mean, you could. I don't imagine it'd be as gratifying as flying the Millennium Falcon. But you could do it.
I figured a Mission Space style ride would have been better for Millennium Falcon ride.
Yeah, but Mission Space, the way they fucked up on that is they got rid of the mission to Mars and they did like this. Now we got rid of Lieutenant Dan and now we're doing this orbiting the
Oh,
Earth
really?
thing. Yeah.
Oh, that's stupid. Going to Mars is so much cooler.
And I think the extreme, like how there's two different thingies,
Yeah,
like the
non-spinning.
and then the like, yeah. So they left the more intense one, Mars still, but they still got rid of Lieutenant Dan. It's some chick.
It's horrible.
It's stupid. That's like they kept a dude from Seinfeld when they did Soaring Around the World. He was still in the pre-video.
Oh, Patrick?
Yeah.
Patrick Warburton?
Yeah.
That guy's awesome.
Dude, by the way, so they brought back California because they're like trying to get everyone
Yeah.
to go to California Adventure instead of Star Wars Land right now.
Soaring over the world is
Which
terrible.
by the way, Disney, the ploy to get people to go to California Adventure because of Mickey's Philhar Magic, not
No,
working.
no.
Well, there was like 10 people in there when we went and watched it.
Yeah. It wasn't as good. as when I saw it in Florida like
That's because
10 years ago.
well, the Florida one, it's like all one screen,
Yeah.
and this one's still like segmented.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes it, it doesn't.
And it was
feel
like,
the same.
I don't know what was going on, but yeah, it was like, it was almost like the film size was too small for that screen or something. Because it was like
The current thing was
caption
fucking
box
weird
so
too.
much. Yeah.
The current thing was weird, but yeah, they still got Patrick Warburton doing the intro. Now it's California again, which is way better than soaring around the world.
Yeah.
Like way better.
They need to just keep California soaring over California, and in Florida make that soaring over the world. Because it is in Epcot.
Do you know one of Abby's questions is going to be, do you like pineapple on pizza?
Who's she
Really?
asking that to?
Quigley.
Yeah,
Why? Is there like a
we'll
backstory?
find out. I don't know.
Does she not like pineapple? Like, was that a thing in the show or movie? Whatever.
No, it was never addressed in any of the movies.
Okay. All right.
See how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna get words on with everyone. Ron will be here. Justin will be here. I just texted Charlie. I said, "Hey, where are you?" He hasn't texted me back.
He's probably,
Charlie.
doing his pregame workout.
Well, Charlie strikes me as one of those don't text and drive kind of guys.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But it is now 6:57. We're gonna walk on over and see who's here. Hopefully, there's some people. But it's gonna be This is gonna be a fun podcast. Or it won't be. Either way, you're listening to it.
Should be fun. All right, Jamie, we're recording.
Oh shit! So we're on our way home. May stop somewhere to eat. We'll see what's going on. The biggest headline, though, John, Sinister Creature Con, Day 1, the WrestleMania day, not the Raw after WrestleMania day. The main event shocks the world as Charlie joins forces with Kane Hodder. What? I mean, that was the last thing that we saw.
I feel like
By the way, my page, my Facebook page, my banner picture will be Kane Hodder and I in an embrace at the end of the panel. That'll remain my panel picture, my cover picture for the rest of my life. That whole time I'm like, holy fuck, Kane Hodder's going in for a hug right now. Did you guys see it?
Yeah.
It's pretty badass, right? Kane Hodder. Hug.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
No, I mean, it's so cool because I think all of us had a moment with him,
Yeah.
And he's just the coolest guy.
We even had the awkward, I don't want to talk to you anymore moment. But he was being too nice about it. He's like, gee, I wonder where my assistant is.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he doesn't want to talk to us anymore. Okay, cool.
It was like once the crowd had cleared, then it was like, all right, time for me to leave.
We've overstayed our welcome. That's fine.
Yeah.
We've created our Disney-esque moment with Kane Hodder. I'll take it.
Yeah. No. We
never-
should have got a group photo.
I'll never forget fucking Charlie in love with that man, though.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how that happens. Like,
Because he's that nice of a guy. I mean, he really is such a great guy that
dude,
he won Charlie over. It's literally that WrestleMania match where at the end the two opponents shake hands and like have a
holy
respect.
shit. It is that kind of a match. It is that match.
Yeah.
It really is.
It was a
It's
respect
fucking Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior. Is what you're saying right now.
Yeah.
What we had today, the highest attended, by the way, day
Holy shit.
in Sinister Creature
So
Con
freaking
history. The Raw after WrestleMania, you already know who the surprise entrant is. It's fucking Doug Bradley. And his line today was bigger than Kane Hodder's.
They had a few points. And then Kane's just freaking holy shit. I mean, they hit the highest point I've ever seen a line there.
Highest attended panel. Another shock today. Joe Bob Briggs. Charlie's panel started it off, got us rolling. That was a standing only room first panel of the day, standing room only.
Yeah.
That has never happened. That's never happened. It's sense. That is the first time we've opened the weekend with a standing room only panel.
Howard, because I know that one and the David Howard Thornton was very packed as well.
It was full. It was a little less full than Kane Hodder.
Yeah.
But
And
it was definitely pretty cool.
How were the three in between that? I don't think I really got to see.
I would say they ranged anywhere from 45 to 60%.
That's still pretty good.
No, it wasn't bad.
I mean, if you're really thinking, because for 200 people in there, I mean, basically the lowest one had a little less than 100.
Yeah, Cheryl and Finn, it was probably about 60, maybe a little bit higher, 65%. And then Louina Quigley was next, right?
Yeah.
And it probably was down to about 45%. And then the horror host is probably about 40%.
Oh, okay.
So it didn't do bad.
No.
It didn't do bad at all.
That just means tomorrow,
All three of those,
panels are going to be full.
Yeah, I have a feeling all three of them will be pretty consistently. I think I completely underestimated the amount of people that would come for Doug Bradley. Completely underestimated.
Well, I wonder if he just doesn't do a whole lot of shows.
I don't know, man.
And so it's one of those things where it's like a rare occasion to like get him or something. Because right away when the event kicked off, man, that line was huge for Doug Bradley.
So let's talk about it. We get there. People start showing up, but this is the first convention that was immediately so packed, I couldn't really talk to the celebrities this time. Like, it was already, like, usually from 10:30 to them walking out, or to the door being, like, fully open at 12. We do not have a problem walking up to a celebrity table. And already, it was super crowded today.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard to talk to, so much so we didn't talk to, up until right before the panel, Cheryl and Finn and Louina Quigley.
Yeah.
Like Joe Bob. Okay, now here's another moment. Charlie, if we all win because Kane Hodder is fucking an awesome guy, like an awesome guy.
Yeah.
We all win because of that. Everybody got a Kane moment today.
Mm-hmm. Especially Justin.
But Charlie, yeah, we'll get to that too. But Charlie created moments for himself. And the first one that I literally could not fucking contain myself was Joe Bob Briggs comes into the parking lot in our room instead of the green room. And everyone's just tired and sitting down because we're at the time where we've set everything up, we're ready, which is why we don't have to go back until later tomorrow morning, 8:30, 8:45. But we're ready now, and we got like 3 hours to kill before shit gets going. So what we try to do is stay awake, but sometimes it doesn't happen. But everybody's vegged out. We're sitting there. Here comes Joe Bob Briggs. Charlie, the creepiest voice with a smile. He's like, "Well, who do we have here?" But he said it in a way that made me very uncomfortable. Like, it was like, "Who do we have here?" Like, he was getting himself
like
excited.
Herbert from Family Guy.
Dude,
almost. Like,
yeah.
y'all want some ice cream?
Yeah, kind of. But everybody, I am standing up. I am the only one.
You're the
standing
only
up.
one.
But I never sat down. So I've been standing up the whole time. Charlie, Joe Bob, because I'm the only one standing, when Joe Bob walks through the door, Joe Bob immediately starts to walk towards me to be like, am I in the wrong room? This looks like the interview room. And Charlie gets up as Joe Bob Briggs approaches, and he says, "Mr. Briggs, it's an honor," and Joe Bob walks right past him. And then, Charlie kind of it's an honor to meet you. And he's like, "Oh, thanks, there's partner." And
Poor Charlie.
I was just like, oh, no.
And then we gave Charlie so much shit.
And then Charlie says, "Well, gee, thanks for introducing me, Jen."
Like it's your
I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm sorry, but gee, I feel like this is the interview room. It doesn't really be like, oh, that's an astute observation. This is Charlie.
I mean, it kind of sets it up to be like, well, actually, he's going to be the one interviewing you in here.
Thanks, John.
Sorry about that, Jimmy.
Cocksucker.
We've had time to think about it, all right? In the moment, we're all just kind of like, okay.
None of the rest of us stood up.
Yeah,
None of the rest of us were
That's what I'm saying.
gonna jump up.
We were very comfortable sitting down.
Help Joe Bob.
Yeah, so Charlie, that happened to Charlie. It would later go on. Charlie would not be denied his Joe Bob moment. He followed Joe Bob out to his table and was gone for like 45 minutes, just getting to know Joe Bob Briggs. In that time, we repeatedly came out because Kane had not arrived yet. So now we're starting to wonder, okay, are we going to have a situation like 2 years ago, or a year ago, right?
A year ago.
Is it turning into that situation? Because it was turning into that situation. The lines for Doug Bradley and Kane Hodder today, longer than Linda Blair.
Yeah.
Unbelievably, like, way longer. And that, like, October didn't get like that. Last October did not get like that. So, I don't know if this October will. My thought off the get-go is it will for Billy Zane.
Oh,
Yeah.
But I don't know particularly if it will for anybody else in October.
Yeah, because I mean, this show, it's got some freaking juggernaut names. Like, I mean, you're throwing out Kane Hodder, which, you know, anybody who knows horror movies knows that's Jason Voorhees. Like, that's him.
Yeah.
You know, and Pinhead, you know, so many people know Pinhead, you know, and I mean, shit, then you got John Krasinski, which he's like off in the other room, and they're trying to maintain his line, which is like circling through vendors.
Is it really?
Yeah, they had security over there trying to maintain that. So I mean, they got some big known names or known characters. So I mean, anybody that has any kind of sense of horror would want to come to this show to come meet these guys.
Yeah, I think I totally agree that that's probably the case, man. I think that, you know, Kane Hodder, Doug Bradley, Ashlei Lawrence, you know, they're there together. You know, the panel tomorrow, it's just Doug, but I'm excited to talk to Doug. Yeah, he's been Pinhead 8 times. We talked today with Kane Hodder about Jason 4 times. He's been Pinhead 8 times.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That is a lot. That's a fuck lot of being being Pinhead.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pins in your head.
Yeah. Like, so, I don't know, man. Do you want to find us a Mexican restaurant to go to?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
So, anyways, we keep every like 5 minutes we go to check to see if Kane Hodder showed up yet.
So he's there. We get to his line, which has already started, and we're like, fuck, okay, we need to wait in line to meet him. But before we do that, what is he at? What was
He needs help. He's wondering about what that stand was for his banner.
His fucking banner.
And so me and Justin jump in to help him get his banner set up.
Ashley goes and finds some fucking zip ties for this banner.
Yeah.
To get this banner up. And we're all like, collectively like, holy shit, like, we're putting fucking his banner up and he's right there.
Yeah.
So we're putting fucking Kane Hodder's banner
Like,
up.
we literally are just crowded around staring at him, and then it's like, oh shit, I guess we should go do some stuff and help him out a bit. So, like, we just kind of all start jumping in and helping him out.
after we get the banner situation, and then I tell him, I'm like, I'm interviewing you. He's like, oh, okay, sweet. All that happens. I get in line to get an autograph from him, but his tablecloth was bothering him or something.
Yeah, it was like it was overhanging way too much on his side, and like it was bugging him. Because I mean, he's got some pretty long legs actually, so I mean, I could see that it was like it would be a pain in the ass. And so he asked Justin about doing something about the cloth.
So they get gorilla tape.
So I get the gorilla tape for him.
Oh, by the way, this is all after my Flash Gordon experience. My day
Gorilla
started,
tape,
dude. So my day like gets going. Flash Gordon, Sam Jones is vigorously working on his table. And the first step to vigorously trying to get his table dialed in, John, is this banner. And he's got this other banner that he doesn't want to hang up the first banner, but he likes the idea of the banner overhanging the table. So in front of his table, which I can appreciate. We do that at the State Theater.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, I got gorilla tape. We can just put it on the back. Like, because the way we do it, it takes some of the black off the banner, but that banner is old, so I don't really care. Yeah. But for him, I'm like, look, we'll just put it on the back of it, and then you can peel it off, and it won't take any other color off. He's all, really? And I'm all, yeah. Have you ever heard of gorilla tape? He's all, no. I'm like, let me go fucking get some. So I go get it. I put his thing on. As I'm hanging his sign up, he is now moved to where Felicia Rose's table was. That was an open area. Her table was not originally there. That was open. And Sam has, like, he's got, like, 6 people laying out the frame of this thing. And I go to tell him that I hung the thing up on his table. And he says, don't step on the frame. It's like $10,000. And I'm like, I didn't step on it. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. And I'm like, I hung your banner up, bro. And he's like, oh, thanks so much. I'm like, yeah. Kind of disappointed. Sorry. She's looking around like, what the fuck?
I was like, what's in the road?
Flash!
Is there anything to eat around here?
Not Mexican-wise. Everything's behind us.
God damn it.
Like, it wants us to turn around and drive
How much
back.
longer until we get back?
Well, is there anything to eat at all?
Yeah, you said Mexican food, so that's what I texted.
We could go to Bean Dip.
Eat what?
We still have an hour left, 57 minutes left. There's a Chick-fil-A.
Where?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
I've never been to a Chick-fil-A before.
Oh my god, we're going to Chick-fil-A then. Oh, it's 7 minutes behind us.
God
That's
damn it.
alright, I'll turn around.
For Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Okay, then you're gonna wanna...
Get off.
Yeah, it's now 10 minutes behind us.
It's okay.
It's now or never, Jim.
I'm working on getting off. This is all enthralling radio now.
Oh, no. Now we gotta bring it back.
Where were we?
Flash!
Oh yeah, so yeah, he's fucking... Dude, that banner that he built, I've never seen anything like it.
That thing's massive. The one behind him?
Yeah.
Dude, it like takes
It's
up...
like an HD screen.
It's taking up so much space.
Do I get off?
Yeah.
It's like... I wonder if that's why he moved there, because it was like... Well, my banner won't fit.
Bro.
If I'm right there.
It was the biggest banner of all time.
You're gonna go...
Take like a
right.
sharp
Onto
left.
Stockton Boulevard.
Right?
Right? Okay. Dude,
In 1.1 miles,
Yeah.
turn right onto Promenade.
I feel like he was like, this is how you do a con.
I really wish he would have done a panel. I think he would have been fun to talk to.
Well, he was only there for today, right?
Yeah. Or maybe he would have been a dick. I don't know.
He seemed
Anyway.
alright.
Yeah, you didn't see him putting the thing together. Anyway, Justin's now like So Justin and Ron just immediately jumped into like line duty, which is interesting.
For Kane Hodder.
For Kane Hodder to make sure the bathrooms didn't get blocked. Which good for Ron. I'm glad Ron found something to do.
Abby ended up doing the same thing until it was time for her to do panel times. She was making sure the bathrooms stay clear.
In half a mile.
That's good.
Turn right onto Promenade Parkway.
Yeah, no, they're helping out. I mean, they right away in the meeting, they told us that they were short-handed. And so, you know, like a lot of this, I mean, crowd control definitely was like crazy. So,
Yeah.
any help with that was pretty nice. So, Justin.
So Justin ends up working for Kane Hodder. Like working for Kane Hodder. Doing jobs, running, getting coffee for
Take a right
Kane.
here, please.
All this fucking
He's
shit
getting
for
coffee
Kane.
for Ashley Lawrence.
Dude, he was getting coffee for the whole fucking place but us.
Then turn right to merge on
He basically left Rivet Network.
Right.
It was on celeb duty.
Dude, he like texted. He was like, "Is it okay if I hang out with Kane?" I'm like, how big of an asshole am I gonna be?
use the right
If
lane to merge
left.
onto California 99.
Yeah, we gotta go back to
99
Sac.
Oh,
We're going
shit,
back
okay.
2 minutes.
Like I'm gonna be the guy that says, "Oh no, you can't go
No.
hang out with Kane."
I will not give you this moment in your life.
God damn it!
He was like a child in a freaking candy store, though.
It got worse after he had his energy drink because he was just like, yeah, let's go. Who needs what? Let me get it. I gotta get water. I gotta go do this. Oh, so-and-so needs to go to the bathroom.
We're talking about Justin right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Justin, after he had his energy drink, he was for sure on it even more.
Oh,
Dude, I've never seen that happen before.
We,
this was so many firsts, and Andrew Kane, you missed all of it. You missed all of it for Colorado Kane. Colorado Kane doesn't get to hang out with fucking Kane Hodder. Like we hung out with Kane Hodder.
yeah, we did. Multiple times.
And I love that he had his bottle of whiskey
Yeah.
Yeah.
that Justin was lugging around for him.
Yeah, what was the deal with that? Was that a gift?
I think so, and so he had
Someone like
Justin
brought
hold
that
it.
for him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Reserve, it's his favorite whiskey.
2.3 miles.
Yeah.
Exit 286 toward Alpine Boulevard.
I can't listen to this and have her tell me this is gonna like tell me we need to turn around.
Yeah.
What are we doing, Ashley?
You're getting off on exit 287 and 3.1 miles.
Tell me when we're like a mile and a half away.
You got it.
So yeah, like I mean, I remember there was a point where like I think I like walked by and Justin was like over there,
yeah.
and he like comes up to me and he was like, yeah, you know, this other girl, she was having to take pictures of people with Kane, and he goes, so I figured I'd jump in and do it, and I'm like, hey.
His assistant, his personal assistant.
Yeah.
No,
That's her job.
no, she wasn't. It was
And a liaison.
no, it wasn't even the liaison. It was the girl from Sleepaway Camp. She was taking the pictures of
What?
people with Kane Hodder,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
and so that's why.
Was she really?
Yeah, because there's no one over there to do that. So she was like, "Oh, I'll
shit.
do it," and then that's why Justin was like, "I think I'm gonna hang around so I can take pictures
And
with them."
let's talk about what little banter between her and Kane Hodder that we
Oh my
did here
gosh.
was amazing. And then on top of that,
Earth-shattering.
the fact that someone brought her like a custom mask from a movie or something that has a giant dick on
It
it.
was a Sleepaway Camp costume.
And she's like, oh, I didn't even know anybody had this. And she full on wears this mask and takes pictures in it
With the strap
did?
on.
with the strap on.
Holy shit.
And she even went up to Kane Hodder with the strap on and slapped him in the face with it.
Yeah.
Is this it?
No.
Damn
It's
it.
the next one.
The next one?
Yeah.
So yeah, Justin's got stories.
That's exciting. I'm glad. I'm really surprised he didn't get a picture with them.
He didn't get a picture with him?
No.
What?
Like Kane Hodder is Justin's, like Charlie's Tom Atkins. Or like Charlie's, like, And he didn't. I don't think he got an autograph or a picture or anything. He just
Enjoyed the time.
That's crazy.
It's exactly the scenario we talked about earlier in the day.
Yeah. And I'm 100% with you, John. I'll take the autograph. Because you know what? I'm having a conversation on stage with him.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else to talk to him
I
about.
still had moments with him, BSing with him here and there. Ashley was like trying to get Kane Hodder to kick my ass.
Yeah.
He
I was
won't do the
hanging
choke
on.
anymore. A chick sued him. That's so stupid.
It was a dude.
It was a dude.
He was a dude that sued him.
Interesting.
This is gonna be your exit, Jimmy.
Like, that's the biggest puss move on the planet.
Yeah.
Am I turning left or right? Right?
You're gonna make a right.
I'm excited to try Chick-fil-A. This will be enthralling stuff for the rest of the ride home on the show here.
Yeah.
I think Kane Hodder will be the 200th horrific podcast. It's pretty dope 200, right?
Yeah, I know, for sure. No, but I mean, he was great. And it's crazy because, I mean, between all the people that were part of the panels today, you know, I mean, David Howard Norton, he was freaking awesome too. What a character, man.
Dude, yeah, he reminds me a lot of when I interviewed Sam Todd from Trick or Treat. That kind of like super like almost innocent, but really a fucking psychopath. That's what it felt like talking to him. Like,
he was just a lot of fun. Like,
yeah,
because he's very animated.
A lot of fun in the sense that he'll kill you.
Oh yeah.
Like mercifully or mercilessly. Damn, this place is crowded, huh?
Every Chick-fil-A is always like this.
Does it go fast?
Yeah, they're good. They're good at what they do.
All right, John. Turn it off. We'll be back.
Yeah. Well, after we're full, we'll be back. So, now we're recording.
Okay.
You gotta go
We've
out
had
and flip a bitch.
Turn right
Chick-fil-A.
onto Bond Road.
And it was pretty good.
Did not disappoint, huh?
Left leg, make a U-turn.
Yeah,
Stop
it wasn't.
It's very simple food.
It's fried chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, Charlie delivers an outstanding performance for his first panel. The crowd laughed. Joe Bob Briggs did a lot of the work.
But that was expected.
David Howard Thornton comes in, cool guy, interesting guy. Like, I want to know more about that guy. He's
Very interesting.
very interesting. Yeah, took a photo with us. That was cool. Luana Quigley, Cheryl Ann Flynn.
How'd the Leanna Quigley one go?
She opened up at the end, which even Abby was like, man, I wish we had like 15 more minutes. Because she really started to like get into stories and shit at the end. And you could tell if they started, like, I wish they would have like talked for 15 minutes or so before the panel started to get that familiarity with each other.
Yeah.
Like, if they ever did another panel together, I bet it'd be, like, really, really good. The horror hosts, Frank and Mr. Lobo, that was interesting to listen to. A lot of interesting thoughts on being a horror host. Then we had Kane. And he just kind of, like...
Definite main eventer.
But he, like, crafted the story of his,
In a quarter mile,
like,
take a slight right
what he was
turn to
asked.
California 99 South.
Because what I didn't want to have happen is what I didn't want to have is questions that he abundantly answered in that documentary that he mentioned.
Yeah.
Use the right lane to
I
take a slight
wanted
right turn
to,
toward California 99
like,
South.
ask him kind of the same questions, just in a different way. Or I wanted to, like, approach him, try to find some shit that somebody had not done 100 times to him. And I thought it went well for Dave.
Oh no, definitely.
So that's it for day one. Right now, in a surprise announcement, a Sinister Creature Con announcement. We're about to turn around. John's going to hit the record, stop, record, start, because we're going to do the first episode of our new show, Encore History, right now as we drive home from Sinister Creature.
Hell yeah.
Super excited. So make sure you tune into that. We'll be seeing you, though. It won't even feel like you missed anything. It'll be the next day. Sinister Creature Con Day 2. We'll be in the panel room talking as you listen to this. Thanks for listening.